Hi, I'm Eric Westrich, and you're watching Startup Show San Diego, a startup TV show about startup companies. This week, we're at the Esri User Conference, and we're here in the Startup Zone with George Nixon of Indoor Reality. Did I get that right?
You sure did, yep.
So, you're doing startups. Why? Where did you get started with startups?
You know, I got hooked on it in the Web 1.0 and had an opportunity to be a part of a little startup that got sold for $900 million right after NASDAQ crashed, and I've been hooked ever since. So, you know, anytime I can find some young company that's doing something interesting, it's pretty exciting to be a part of it.
So how'd you find Indoor Reality? Why did that capture your attention?
You know, I have to say, the first time I heard the story of the company, I didn't get it. Our founder and CEO is a professor at Cal Berkeley that's been working on telemetry and laser optics and a lot of stuff that flies way over my head as a kind of a dumb old sales guy, you know. What I began to discover is that there are applications for what she's created that nobody's really thought about before, and I get an opportunity to kind of help create use cases that nobody's really even thought about for this technology.
So what's your biggest challenge in rolling out this indoor telemetry?
Yeah.
What's your biggest challenge?
You know, it's just kind of helping people imagine what's possible. You know, so right now, there are systems out there that shape the way people think because it's all they've ever experienced, you know. But what we're doing is a little bit different, and so it requires you to really be able to tell an imaginative story about how somebody's going to be able to use what we've created that's, you know, just a little bit different.
So what's your best story? What's the best result that you've obtained by rolling out indoor telemetry?
Yeah, I guess one example, there is a Silicon Valley-based company that had a campus of about 700,000 square feet of property, and existing solutions were going to require them to use 44 weekends to document their entire campus. And we were able to do it in 2 and just get the job done. So we're really proud of that. We work with a lot of construction firms doing what's called BIM the scan, and we've been able to help them, you know, get that done more quickly and efficiently as well.
And they do that with packs on their back.
Yeah, that's right. It's a backpack with optics and LiDAR, and just simply being able to walk through a space, you can record it and walk out with a virtual tour like you see here, as well as a 3D model and point cloud.
So when I interview you next year, how is next year going to be different than this year?
Well, we won't be in the startup zone. We'll have a big giant booth like some of the other places here. And you know, I think we're really early stage, and we're just going to go out and have, you know, hundreds of more customers with any luck.
George, thank you for your time, and thank you for watching Startup Show San Diego.